Okay, a fiery clash on Channel 7's Agenda Setters has got the AFL world talking. AFL legend Nick Riewoldt has slammed journalist Caroline Wilson after she accused him of sexism. It came after Revolt called North Melbourne President Sonia Hood's supportive coach Alistair Clarkson sycophantic. Here's how the scene played out.
Do you mean that the President and the CEO need to stick their nose into the football department?
Yep.
And so how's that going to go? How's that going to go? How's Alistair Clarkson going to react to the President who was sycophantic almost in her praise?
No.
Here's the pictures after the game.
She wasn't sycophantic.
So after the game we heard Jai Simpkin,
She was promoting the club.
Yeah, I get that.
Ridiculous.
But it was. Do you mean that the President and the CEO need to stick their nose into the football department?
Yep.
And so how's that going to go? How's that going to go? How's Alistair Clarkson going to react to the President who was sycophantic almost in her praise?
No.
Here's the pictures after the game.
She wasn't sycophantic.
So after the game we heard Jai Simpkin,
She was promoting the club.
Yeah, I get that.
Ridiculous.
But it was like found.
That's bordering.
So there's
great. That's bordering on sexism. If a male president had lauded getting a premiership coach, no, sorry, Craig, I won't cop that. If a male president had lauded getting a four-time premiership coach, you wouldn't call it sycophantic. I bet you wouldn't have.
What are you talking about? Anyone that goes above, in their praise and promotion.
This was a down on their knees club.
I resent the fact that you think that's a sexist
Well, I'm sticking up for Sonia. I think sycophantic
that's a ridiculous thing to say.
Just like I think Kane bullied her.
How has someone being sycophantic got anything to do with their gender?
Too sensitive.
That's ridiculous.
No, but someone's got to be because you're making ridiculous statements like that.
That's ridiculous.
You're wrong to say she was sycophantic.
She
wasn't sycophantic.
You should apologise.
You should apologise to her, Nick, for calling her sycophantic.
Let's take a breath on that. The question I was asking is, do their leaders, Kane?
What a crock. To call this sexism is absolutely outrageous. She is the president of an AFL club. This is a highly prestigious position, and he has every right to call out what he thinks her position has been. He thinks in this case she was sycophantic. He's allowed to say that. And Caroline Wilson to then turn around and say that's sexist because you wouldn't call a male that? Yes, he would. Well, I would. I would call someone sycophantic, male or female. That is not sexism. Just because you attack a female who happens to be the president of a football club does not make you sexist. When will we stop this? We keep going and asking for equality, but the moment that we have equality, we have a woman, female president doing her thing, and you belittle her. What you've done, Caroline Wilson, is you belittled her, turning it into a sexism issue rather than a discussion about the issue. It's not sexism. And what you have done is you've made it seem tokenistic, and you've made it seem like we can't have a go at her because she's a female. She is off limits. And that's not how it should work. Equality means that I can have a go at you the same way I would have a go at him. That's how it works. He shouldn't have to pull his punches because she's female. He had an opinion about her actions. Whether you think it's valid or not, have that argument. You think he owes her an apology? Fine, but not for being sexist. If you think he owes her an apology for using that term that you don't agree with, fine. But this was never about sexism. And even when he called you out, because you called him out on national TV, so what you did is you used something that was really high stakes. People get cancelled now with calls of being sexist and misogynistic, and you called him out on national TV. And when he stood up for himself, did you have the grace to sit there and say, okay, well, if you're saying you didn't mean it that way, I accept that, right? She made the mistake in calling it out. Fine. But when you can see, he got up in arms. He was upset about it. But she kept going. She wouldn't give in. And you can see it. The reason I let that clip go was right at the end. You can see them having a look at each other. She's like, all right, calm down. And he's not letting it go, and neither should he. You cannot make claims like that, unfounded, unfair claims, and then expect it to be, oh, it's all right. I didn't mean anything by it. Sexism. It's a powerful bomb that you can throw any time. He didn't deserve that, and Caroline Wilson owes him an apology.
Funny, insightful interviews from a washed-up producer with nothing to lose. Night to night, but night to night, but night to night. It's good night from McKnight to night.